Monday. Which means it's Sushie's Minisode. We're not lying. We're not lying.
We're truthers.
Yeah.
We're truthers.
Moon truthers.
Moon truthers.
Yeah. We're moon truthers now.
We're not truth trickers.
Yeah.
Welcome to Definitely Monday.
Yes. Definitely Monday. Definitely. It's Sushi Monday.
It is. Sushi Monday sounds really good.
Like, can you like that's like the high society schools. We've got Sushi Monday,
like,
Caviar Tuesday.
Yeah, it's like fuck Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah, no, it's pure Caviar Tuesday. Wednesday they get what's another rich person food?
Foie gras.
Foie gras Wednesday.
Oh, I was gonna say
fondue Thursday.
I was gonna say salmon, but okay.
And hot dog Friday.
Oh my God, not hot dog Friday.
Oh, hot dogs.
Yeah, but what's in their hot dogs? Is it actually like
money?
Are they?
It's money.
Is it organic hot dogs or is it the?
It's the poor.
Stop it. Anyway, welcome to Minisode Monday.
Yeah.
Everyone Sucks Here podcast. How you all doing?
We're doing good. It's feeling pretty good. Still kind of hoping this coffee kicks in.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe it will.
Yeah. I really do truly think that, and maybe this might be for you too, Sushi. I think AJ and I have that like delayed sleep thing. I think we talked about this before too.
We have, yeah.
I think we talked about it for 2 hours last week.
It might have been, yeah, because I feel like the thing that we stress the most is that like we just don't get enough sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or we can't go to sleep. So
Yeah. But I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do? I'm not like. I think sleep studies would be cool, but I also don't think I'd ever be able to fall asleep at a sleep study. And like, I feel like it would be thrown off.
I would be way too stressed. All the wires.
They're all like, oh, that's the point. I'm like, no, you don't get it. Like, I'm just literally not gonna sleep. Like, you're not gonna study anything because I'm gonna be fucking wide awake, realizing I'm not in my own bed and I'm hooked up to fucking machines.
Oh yeah,
like,
I
playing
absolutely
Candy
could
Crush
not
on my
sleep.
phone.
Yeah,
hoping
like,
to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like your bed's not
How
comfortable.
do you sleep with like wires glued to your head?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
Especially because the thing is too, a lot of times I sleep on my stomach. So like with my head turned sideways, I'm not gonna do that. I got fucking wires on me and shit. Like,
Yeah. There's no way you could get comfortable.
yeah. So I just
And like a communal bed like that, no thanks.
Right.
You
exactly.
know?
And just knowing that like 40 doctors are like 40 are just like staring at me.
No, seriously, people literally strangers are watching you sleep. Isn't that the beginning of some horror movies?
Yeah.
I was always the last kid to fall asleep at sleepovers because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at somebody else's house.
No, yeah.
Ever.
I have.
Not
And
because
whenever
I'm
we go to
having so much fun.
conventions and stuff, I'm up till 8 a.m.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
I can't do it.
Yep.
I'm literally like as a kid, it was the same deal. I was always the kid like it was always like me and somebody else were always the ones like talking, fucking giggling throughout the night or whatever. And then
Yeah.
conventions, it's literally like I'm just fucking there. Like I'm.
Yeah, no,
everybody else
I
is
wait to like
fucking-
pass out. I don't sleep. I pass out.
Yeah.
And it's
I
like,
can't sleep in hotels and stuff.
Yeah. Just not a fan. So. But yeah. So we're here for this glorious Monday. And
Monday. And it's my turn.
it is your turn. I had something I was gonna say, and it, I was
Right there.
Oh no, I got it. I was because we talked about it a little bit beforehand, but I just want to make this very public announcement. Be very careful of what shows you watch if Sushi suggests them. If this woman is like, hey, watch this show, you fucking don't.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll get sucked
You'll get
right in.
sucked in, and it's gonna be it's gonna get sucked in, and you're gonna sit there, and after the 30 to 40 minutes of that show, you're gonna go, that was fucking terrible, and then you're gonna watch another episode, and it's gonna be the most annoying thing, and it's just gonna piss you off the whole time.
Yes, because you're like, why am I addicted to this? I realize it's terrible, but I can't stop watching. That's my brand.
So
honestly,
Yeah.
let that be known. That is a thing now. That so Sushi has just the worst show suggestions.
But to be fair,
but also the best.
But to be fair, I did suggest she watch that one show, and then she did.
Should we just say what shows we're talking about, just so you guys want?
Yeah, sure.
So okay, so Sam had suggested that Sushie watched the show on Netflix called Sexy Beasts, right?
Terrible, but awesome.
The premise being that, like, if love, we're gonna test if love is blind, and to do this, we're gonna like put people in like prosthetic animal costumes.
Like
They're
very furry adjacent.
Like exactly. It's basically like it's everything like if a furry had money, like more money than they spend on their costumes. Like if they had like real money to like get like.
It was like the weirdest furry convention I've ever watched.
Because it's like hard like it's really good levels of like prosthetic masks and
lots
shit.
of bronies.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of bronies.
Everybody like wears these masks. But the weird thing is they did this weird thing where like they would take like a lot. They're like, okay, this person's a rhino and this person's a panda and this woman is an old lady.
An old lady
an
witch.
old witty.
A witty?
I was gonna say a witch, and then I was gonna say lady, and it just came together. Old witty. But then like every episode always has like one woman who just gets designated as the old lady, but they just kept renaming it. Like, oh, this time she's a witch. This time she's a gypsy. This time she's like, it's always like something. This time she's a mystic woman, and you're like, what is that? Like, but then it's an old woman.
Mystic woman.
This time she's a troll.
I'm a mystic woman.
Mystic
woman. But please tell me that the beaver pissed you off. Please tell me.
Which one was the beaver?
He's the one who kept...
Because I don't remember the show.
He's the one who's like, I'm not vain, but then kept kissing his muscles and talking about how much he thinks.
He was like, I'm not one of those cocky guys. I'm not very confident. But then literally would not stop talking about how much he worked out.
And he's wearing like the tightest shirts and flexing all the time. Like, it's...
Yeah.
So needless to say,
beaver.
After that, Sushie paid us back in spades.
Oh my God. Did I get you guys good?
By making us watch Love is Blind, which is basically the same, like literally this, like Netflix is obsessed with these ideas. It's the same premise of you can't see this person. So what they do is they take like 20 men and 20 women and they put them in a closet and they just yell at each other through the walls.
They both got adjacent broom closets.
Yeah. And they literally put them in a closet and they give them a bunch of alcohol. Like each
way too much. Like way too much alcohol.
And they yell at each other through the walls until one of them eventually proposes to somebody else, which usually takes about a couple of days. And I like when we say a couple of days, we mean like actual days. Like I think like day
72 hours.
Like like day 3, I think that was the first like proposal. This guy's like, I know it's only been 3 days, but I can't live without you. And it's like it is something
weirdest. It's the weirdest and it's very cringy and I couldn't stop watching. I loved every second of it.
I love the way that AJ is depicting this show. I love it. This is like the best synopsis ever.
It is rough.
It's so good.
It's terrible. It's like one of the worst shows I've ever watched in my life because not only is the premise stupid, every single character is awful. Like there's like maybe 2 or 3 people that I would probably have one conversation with, but the rest, I hate them. They're fucking terrible. But I couldn't stop watching. It made for such excellent TV. Like it was just watching walking red flags.
And what cracks me up about this, and I was saying this to
oh my God, that's
Sam
the best way to describe it. Walking red flags
is the fact that like all of these people they make up their own drama, right? They're like because the show goes over the course of like I think like 30 days. Like they basically at the end of 30 days they're all going to be
short period of time.
They're going to be married. Sort of deal, like right?
They're married, like married, like
exactly. It's an insane premise, right?
Everyone's just acting like this is normal. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
Yeah,
but like that. So like that's the thing is like they get to this point where they're only in the closets for a couple of days. then they go on a vacation, right? But then eventually, so like that's the whole premise, right? Like, but what I'm trying to get at is they make up all this drama, right? They go on this all expenses paid vacation to fucking this beautiful resort in Mexico. And they're out here like making this like it's so, how we bared our hearts out and we dated all these people and we did all this. And it's like, okay, if it didn't work, that's fine. How are you not just gonna be like, you know what, this didn't work, but I'm gonna enjoy this trip to fucking Mexico? Somehow they they act like
shut up.
Yeah, they literally act like their life is over, and it's like you've literally known this person for 3 days, and you're like crushed because they don't like the way you smell. Because now you're you're not in a closet anymore, and they can smell you, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you're wearing a little too much Axe, man." And they're like, "Oh, but that Axe was gifted to me by my late father." And they're like, "Why are you making drama?" And then they break up. It's like it's the most petty reasons as to why they it doesn't work. But then they act like their whole vacation's ruined. Like, dude, you're in Mexico, all expenses paid by Netflix. Fucking, who gives a shit?
Just chill out. Drink a margarita, shut up.
And they're all fucking attractive people, and you're also you could literally you could go make a deeper connection with this fucking stranger in Mexico at this resort than you could these fucking people you met in a closet. Like
So I suggest you watch Love is Blind on Netflix, but also with warning that it's not good, but it's hysterical.
Nobody here is saying the show is good. Just let that very well be known.
It was very much like a train wreck, but I literally could not stop watching. I have finished, they have not.
Yeah.
I watched like the weddings and the reunion, all that. It was a hot mess. From beginning to end. I loved every second of it. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Because of 2020, because of the pandemic, we obviously watched a ton of stuff. We watched a lot of movies, a lot of shows and stuff like that. But there was always that one like trashy show that you just have to watch. Like you can be this very like conservative film critic, but you have to have some fucking trailer trash to watch too, to like mentally wash out your palate, So that we've always had that one show. AJ and I started with 90 Day Fiance, and now it's evolved into
scared to watch that one.
And that's.
I feel like 90 Day Fiance is a little bit more tamer.
Really?
Because it's on TLC.
Okay.
And that's a good way to put it too, is, no matter who you are, no matter how sophisticated or anything you are, you cannot say that if you weren't just out in the wild and you saw an actual train wreck that you wouldn't look at it.
Absolutely.
That's all this shit is it's just fucking train wrecks. It's that you're out in the mall and you hear a scream and you go, I'm gonna walk towards it.
Yeah, this is not like sophisticated highbrow entertainment. It was.
The producers knew
a blind
what they had.
dating show,
and
where people were deciding if they were going to marry strangers within 72 hours of meeting.
Yeah.
And it was awful and amazing.
Oh, and let it be known that I'm not talking about it like an actual scream. I'm talking about like that white trash scream. You all know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
You hear one of those and you're like,
I'm dying scream.
Yeah, we're talking
the Karen call.
Yeah, the siren shriek or whatever. Yeah, so.
Oh my God.
All right. Shall we get into sushi stories here?
We're going to get into it. So today I found an Am I the Asshole? Because we're going to keep it on trend. But then I found a creepypasta.
Okay.
Because I'm jumping the gun a little bit.
That's fine.
But we're getting closer to spooky season. So it's great.
It is August.
Hey, you had your summer. It is spooky season as soon as the 4th of July is over, okay? We get straight into pumpkins.
It is time.
It is spooky season.
It is orange season.
But I'm going to start with an Am I the Asshole so it's not completely,
give me the trash.
On trend. All right. Am I the asshole for calling my sister's husband useless? You know how I do.
But was it true?
Let's find out. The person writing is 17, and a girl, very young, and her sister, 34 female, called me saying that her work had an emergency and she needs to get there ASAP and needed me to watch her kids because no one else can. I rushed over there just to find her husband locked in his game room playing video games. I asked her why she called me over if he was home, and she said he didn't want to quote unquote babysit because it was his only day off. Sister left and I started hanging with the kids. I was changing the baby's diaper and the other kids wanted a snack. I told them to go ask their dad to make them a snack since the baby had a blowout and it was going to take a while for me to clean him up.
Oh.
Well, their dad...
Yeah. Okay. I was like, what's a baby blowout like?
Well, use your imagination, AJ.
Got a baby blowout in aisle 7.
Yeah.
Clean up.
Spontaneous baby blowout.
Biohazard.
suit.
Yo, if I had a baby, I would walk around in a hazmat suit. I would hold it with my arms out.
I want all of you right now to just somehow try to imagine Sushie sitting on a couch with a baby in one arm and just like popcorn in the other arm, watching a trashy show. That's what I imagine.
That's absolutely what would be happening.
Watching Love Is Blind on repeat.
Yo, you look at this, baby.
Yeah.
Look at this.
You like this? Like, it doesn't matter. You're a baby.
But the baby is already like made up like some fucking, I don't know, one of her little creatures features.
I have a wig on for sure.
Yeah. she's already made the baby look like a Fallout ghoul.
Oh my god! You know those little wigs that they have for dogs? I would get those for an infant.
Can you just hurry up and have a baby so you can have like a Fallout ghoul?
A Fallout?
No, because listen to what we're describing. Does anyone want me to have a child? I would put a wig on it. And I would be wearing a hazmat suit to hold it. No. I did not need any children. Anyway, sorry, we're all over the place right now. Well, their dad sent them back upstairs and told them to ask me again. After cleaning the baby up, I made the kids a snack, and their dad came out to eat and told me not to let the kids interrupt him on his day off. By the way, he works part-time from home.
Ow.
6 days a week. I kind of snapped at him and told him it was my day off too, and that he's a useless fucking father and husband if his wife had to rely on her teenage sister rather than her own husband. He started telling me I was disrespectful and didn't understand how hard parenting is. And I told him he clearly doesn't understand how hard it is either, since he considers parenting his own children babysitting. Good point. He ended up kicking me out, and apparently my sister was forced to come home because he told her she needed to figure it out since I'm her sister. I feel like I may be the asshole because my sister is mad at me. Her husband is mad at me. My mom is mad at me for causing drama, but my dad thinks it's funny and agrees with me. I definitely didn't need to call him names, but I just hate this guy so much. We've argued about things in the past as well, so we already don't have a great relationship. My sister is saying I need to apologize to him, and he is threatening to never let me into the kids' lives if I keep disrespecting him. Edit. Wow, I was not expecting this response at all. Thank you guys for all your comments, and to the people who message me dick pics or to unalive myself. What? Why? Y'all are crazy. That's true. Telling strangers on the internet to unalive themselves is completely unnecessary.
To what themselves?
Unalive themselves.
Okay.
So she's 17.
She's 17.
She's 17. Y'all sending her dick pics from a Reddit post?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's also
for
illegal.
anyone who asks, no, he does not take care of the kids normally. My sister takes them to daycare during the day and then picks them up on her way home. She is the breadwinner and the primary caretaker. What was that?
That's why he's a dick.
Yeah, he's the third child. Also, I got a few questions of, does she pay you? Not exactly, but she will randomly take me on expensive shopping sprees and will regularly buy me things for my Amazon wish list instead, and I have no problem with this arrangement. I really love those kids and don't have any issue babysitting them. I love hanging out with them. I also don't blame my mother for her being mad at me just because of the fact that my sister's dumbass husband texted her and apparently told her a much different version of what happened. He told her I was sitting on my phone the whole time being lazy and the kids kept bugging me for a snack. Also, I did not yell at him in front of his kids. It was a private conversation. I might post an update, but nothing has really happened in the past day, so I don't really have much to say. No one has apologized to anyone yet.
Imagine saying that you're babysitting your kids when they're your children, and then complaining that the person who's taking care of your kids on your day off so that you can play World of Warcraft, because play World of Warcraft, so he can play World of Warcraft all day.
This definitely sounds like COD, bro.
Just talking about her being lazy.
It literally reminds me of the fact we literally watched a show a while back where it's a comedy show. It's
okay.
But at one point, like, there's a couple that breaks up and they have a kid, and the woman is literally saying like something to the dude, and he's like, yeah, but I babysit all the time. She's like, you don't get to call it that when it's your own child.
Yeah,
like, it's not
babysitting.
Yeah.
Your
not
own
babysitting.
child.
That's called rearing your own children.
Yeah, like You don't get to.
Yeah.
It's not babysitting, dude. It's your fucking kid.
Does the post say how many kids it was? I'm assuming
think
at least two. Yeah. Because she says kids. I'm assuming
Maybe
at least
3.
two.
She says kids plural.
Yeah.
She said
there's
I was
at
changing
least
the
one
baby's
baby.
diaper and
Just
the other kids. Okay, so it's at least 3 children.
Okay.
Isn't the simple solution here just stop doing it?
So no. So the whole
sex for you.
the whole thing here too is I'm sure the wife, the sister, I'm sure she was very frustrated in the sense that she needed someone to watch the kids. He was probably being a pain in the fucking ass because he was like, it's my day, it's the only day off after myself. And she just needed a last minute, like, please come over and just watch the kids, right? And so that she could go to fucking work. So in a sense, I don't really blame her, but at the same time, it's like, man,
Get your man. Go get your man.
Your 17-year-old sister had
should
to
not
be
be
the
the responsible one.
Yeah.
No, she's wrong there. I don't care. I don't give a shit if she's got a shitty relationship with her husband or that's their responsibility. It's not a 17-year-old's responsibility. She's wrong. Get a better situation. Hire a fucking babysitter. If you can't just figure this shit out on your own, then you already fucked up. Maybe you shouldn't have had so many fucking kids. Maybe you could afford a babysitter at that point. Maybe you shouldn't have been having kids with this shit bag of a dude because you can't say that like he suddenly turned this way after the third one.
No, he was always like this.
Like he's always been like this. And he turned a blind eye to it and kept having kids with them. Like it's nothing new. Also, he works part-time and at home. So like, to be like, oh, I have no free. You work part time at home.
If
like,
if this was like
have like one ear to the ground,
if this was like a one-off situation, like I guess I could understand it. But I'm assuming this is probably not a one-off situation. I'm sure that this happened multiple times.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only innocent party here is this fucking 17-year-old sister who doesn't need to be involved with this at all. It's none of her concern, and she doesn't. Honestly, her solution is stop going, stop agreeing, don't do it. You can't take care of it. That's not my fucking problem. She's a minor. She's a kid herself.
Also, this
kids raising kids.
Also, this whole thing of like you disrespected me. No, dude.
Yeah, and like holding the relationship, like you can't like be around them because you won't babysit for free for me because I'm an asshole and I need to run some raids. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, this fuck this dude. Fuck both of them. Like. The 17-year-old is definitely not the asshole, but everyone else in the story.
I do think this could have been handled a lot differently. I really do. If this had been me in this situation, I probably would have just taken my sister aside and been like, look, I can't do this. If he's here, he literally can take care of his own children,
and he just doesn't want to.
He's not wanting to.
So I had to drop my life, what I did, because someone has to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
So the people that are really suffering are the kids.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It's always the children.
It's a lot different if it's a mom and dad who are constantly juggling back and forth the kids, and then they want a day off together. That's a lot different than it's like, okay, could you come watch our kid? Because like we both want to go.
Yeah,
out
we need to
spend
go on a
some
date
time
night
together.
or whatever.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
I agree with that. That's way different.
Then just he's here, but can you come? Why? No, I'm not coming over. He's there. Done.
Yeah.
Be done with it.
Yeah.
Fucking stop letting people walk all over you. Like.
Yeah. Wait till your wife gets home and then play video games. Sorry, you know.
You chose to have kids. This is the responsibility that you bore. That you.
Yeah.
Literally, we were talking on the way here or on the way back to after we grabbed our coffee. About like people and their parents who like they're like who are like oh yeah I spent so much money on you and whatever the fuck. It's like, man, am I the consequences of your actions? I think so. Like you don't get to like guilt trip your kids because you spent money on them.
Your basic responsibilities of you chose to be a parent.
Yeah,
don't hold that over my head.
Yeah, so like this is the thing is your kids are the consequences of your actions. Yeah. So you take care of them now because you chose to have them.
Yeah. There was many decisions you could have made along the way to have made that not an option for you, but you didn't. So now
and you did it.
Here we are.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. So you made the same mistake.
At a certain point, you're just
times.
like, dude, you got like at a certain point. Come on.
God.
There was lots of choices made along the way there.
So yeah, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
No, not the asshole.
And Reddit also voted that they are not the asshole.
But also, if you're sending dick pics to a fucking minor
You are the
or
asshole.
anyone in general,
You are the
but-
asshole. Gross.
Yeah. Holy shit. How do you even escalate to that? Like, how do you even yeah, this will get her. What? Like.
Right.
God. This is a complete random offshoot, but it does make me kind of wish, to a slight degree, that all anonymity on the internet was just gone. I wish we had to use our real names for everything. I think
Social security cards everywhere.
But I mean, for real though, like real names, the end, done with this anonymity bullshit.
Real pictures.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I know that sounds. I know that like people like.
Isn't that an episode of Black Mirror?
I'm sure.
I don't know.
If it's not, it probably will be. But it's just like it's just one of those things where like I almost think that anonymity bullshit has run its course, and we have this weird fucking space that we're allowed to do whatever the fuck we want behind the shield of.
They feel safe because
Exactly.
it's slightly not reality,
Exactly.
There's no
And it's
real
like-
consequences to sending a minor,
Yep.
a peener, which
Yep.
is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
You know? But it happens so often that we're like, oh yeah, that sounds about right. But no, that's not right.
Yeah,
it
it's not
shouldn't
right.
happen.
Yeah.
And it's traumatizing. And I'm very sorry that it happened to her.
Yeah.
Being sexually assaulted at 17. The
Yeah.
fuck?
Fucking dumb.
Ugh, so gross.
For writing a forum post.
Yeah, exactly.
For writing
Right.
a forum post. Come the fuck on.
Yeah. All right. Are you guys ready for a creepy story?
Yeah.
Okay, this is from No Sleep Reddit. So it's like a lot of like original creepy stories. They're not necessarily like based they're just short stories,
Yeah.
And they're fun to read sometimes, but sometimes they're a little bit long. So I found like a medium length post. And I thought it was pretty fun. All right, here we go. Something is living in my house. It doesn't know I'm onto it. To give credit where it's due, he's very good at what he does. I'll be referring to the something in the title as he for the remainder of this post for reasons that will become apparent later. It's a nice enough night, I suppose, though that might be a bit of a sidetrack thought. I'm writing this all down in my room, and above the clicking of keys and buzzing of cicadas outside, I can hear him rocking in his chair, one slow creak back, pause, followed by one slow creak forward. It's calm, but methodical. It's the same rhythm every single time without fail. It's the TV on downstairs, but I doubt he cares what he's watching. No, it's all about keeping up appearances, hence why he works his rocking chair so deliberately. I haven't been home in a while, but had to take some time away from school to come back on family business. That's when I met him, or at least that's when I knew for sure he existed. As far as I can tell, he's always lived here in my father's house. When I was a child, I'd sometimes see my father going about his business in the house after he had supposedly gone out to run an errand. I'd be playing in my room or coloring, and from the corner of my eye, I would see him travel down the hall to his room or the bathroom, or maybe to the living room downstairs. When I would go to see, he'd be gone. Seeing this would always produce mixed emotions in my adolescent mind. Was it a ghost? It had to be. But of my dad? It didn't make any sense. I used to lay awake at night trying to rationalize it. If it wasn't a ghost, it could be a clone, or my dad's evil twin, or something. Maybe he didn't go out at all, and it was seeing my regular old dad. Maybe the whole thing had been dreamed up by a child with a single parent and separation anxiety. At least that's what I used to think. When I first arrived home the other day, he seemed happy to see me. At least that's what I could ascertain from the fake smile plastered across the perfect replication of my father's face. He sat idly, I can't read, sorry. He sat idly in his rocking chair, creaking back and forth as he watched me enter and slowly shut the door behind me. The silence hung thick in the air as we stared at each other, him with his eerily fake smile and me with my quickening pulse. Hey, Dad. I finally broke the silence. Did you have a good day at work? He nodded, not breaking eye contact. His smile seemed to shake ever so slightly until he lost composure and burst out laughing. Ha, you should seen the look on your face, he wheezed in yet another spot-on rendition of my dad. Was that creepy or what? My heart still racing, I forced a smile. Yeah, Dad, you really got me. Well, come on, he said, gesturing to the couch next to him. Have a seat. Tell me about college. Why don't you? Hesitantly, I made my way to the couch, taking note not to sit on the very end next to him. He turned his head to look at me, and I was able to keep him entertained with stories about school. Again, credit where it's due. My father had never been to college, so his fascination with my stories would be pretty accurate to the real thing. After what felt like hours of making faux pleasant small talk, I feigned getting a text and diverted my attention. Sorry, Dad, I said. My roommate's calling about something. Can I go take this? He nodded, and I headed for the stairs, taking care not to tear into a sprint like I wanted to. When I reached the second floor landing, I practically scrambled to my room, locked the door behind me. After several minutes of silence downstairs, I heard him put the TV on and start his clockwork rocking. I couldn't sleep at all that night. At some point in the evening, he yelled upstairs that he was going to bed, followed by the unmistakable sound of someone crawling up the steps on all fours. He slunk into my dad's room, and the hall light went off not long after. This is how it's been on and off ever since I came home. I try to stay in my room as much as possible, but every once in a while, he'll invite me to come downstairs and talk to him. When I run out of things to say, or when I feel like I can't take any more before my heart explodes from fear, I excuse myself to do homework, and he puts on the TV and rocks back and forth in his rocking chair. I don't think he knows that I can hear him when he scuttles around on his stomach downstairs. That must be the one compromise he has to otherwise accurate impersonation of my dad. Maybe it's how he goes everywhere. I don't know. I'm certainly not about to ask my dad why he crawls and crab walks through the odd hours of the night. Then he'll know that I know. Hell, maybe he does know that I know. If he does, well, I can't tell who's working the longer con, me playing along with the game or him letting me think that I'm playing along with his game. I've had to isolate the rest of my family for the sake of this little Cold War game that we play. Every once in a while, an aunt or an uncle will call to see if I need anything, and I'll politely tell them that I need my space. This is between me and him. I don't know how long it'll continue for, but this is how it has to be. I can't risk exposing this thing to unfamiliar people who knows how he'd react. On that note, I'm not sure my family would react any better seeing him. You see, it's like I said at the beginning of the post. The thing pretending to be my father is very good at his impersonation. If I didn't know any better, I might have even overlooked his strange tics, brushing them off as my father growing eccentric in his old age. But for all the details this thing gets right, for all the painstaking effort he makes to convince me that he is my father, he overlooked one crucial detail that still makes my blood cold to think about. I came back home for my father's funeral.
Oh, that's so
was creepy,
good.
right?
I
loved it. I read it. I was like, that's good. I like that.
So the way that one was written kind of reminded me a little bit of scary stories to tell in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yes,
it kind of reminded me.
I loved those.
Yeah. The way it was written definitely gave me like scary stories to tell in the dark vibes.
Yeah. Like, what do you think that would be? Like a skinwalker? Oh, you're not supposed to say that, right? Like one of those, like. I'm gonna get haunted now. I'm gonna save my room.
I like the funny thing is whenever I think about like ghost stories or like things like this, right? And like I try to put myself in this situation, like what would you do? I feel like I would do something similar, but also like push it too much too, because I was like, listen,
would you start playing blackjack? What would you do?
I'm like, why are you slapping around your stomach, dude? Like, what's happening? Like, what are you doing? Like,
why are you crawling around? What's going on down there?
Like, I'm literally the dude who'd be in the fucking haunted hospital. Like, where you got ghosts? I know you're here. Just come on out. Like, I'm not playing.
The jig's up.
Yeah, like. If anything, you're here with me. I'm not here with you. You know, like, you gotta deal with me.
God, AJ's the guy in the horror movie that pisses off the fucking ghosts and gets us all haunted.
But I don't get haunted because like I'm not dealing with that dude. Like, yeah, I know. Because here's the thing. I'll make the threat of them like, listen, you kill my ass, I'ma haunt you. Right? So like, and I'll be worse at it.
And I'll be annoying as fuck. So,
yeah. So think about what you do before, like,
Think about the consequences to these actions.
Yeah.
God. That was really good. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one. I thought that was a lot of fun and something different, you know?
Even though I will like to say again, it is August.
It's still
You two, calm the fuck down. It is August, you two. We have
giving you a little taste.
It is still summer. It is still summer.
I'm so very sorry, AJ, but it's Halloween all year round.
Halloween is the most basic fucking holiday.
I am sorry.
It is spooky season. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules.
Basic holiday. It's too much. Too. I think the internet.
You don't like to be spooked out in the summertime.
I know. Here's the thing. I like spooky stuff. I like horror movies. I like all this, right? I just think the internet as a whole has kind of ruined like spooky season and Halloween and all that because everybody makes the same joke about, oh, it's Halloween time. Like 3 days after Halloween, you know, like it just becomes this like running thing. It's like, we get it. You like Halloween. We get it. You like spooky stuff. But it's like it's just been so like nonstop because of the internet that I'm like,
now I'm gonna only read spooky stories.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a paranormal podcast now.
So yeah, I just think you know,
you're
the whole
welcome. You
spooky
can blame
season
AJ.
becomes boring after a while, especially because it's fucking summer. Let me enjoy my summers.
Yeah, you could be spooked out in the summer with this weird doppelganger monster.
That's fine. I don't like I said. I'm all for spooky stuff, but let me enjoy my summer. Stop calling it fall. It's fucking not fall. You're fucking stupid.
It's fall adjacent. It's fall adjacent. We're creeping on. We're encroaching fall.
He's upset because we've had some clouds come in, so he's like, fuck! It's gonna be rainy season. It's gonna be fall. And I'm gonna enjoy summer. I'm like, ugh.
Times are changing.
Put my shit out there. I don't like the fucking rainy season.
I can't wait for it to be rainy and spooky.
I'm
doesn't
that
sound like heaven?
I'm fucking over it. I am tired of it.
Rainy
It just fucking
and
goes on
spooky,
for too
let's
long.
go.
It's literally just like we get it. You like spooky shit. It just goes on for so long. It's like literally
No, it
like
doesn't go on for
anything
so long
else.
'cause it doesn't stop.
It's literally enjoy anything else.
It's fine. Sam and I are gonna buy a haunted, European style mansion that's like possibly possessed by something.
Possibly.
We'll be like Lorraine, what's her face?
Warren.
And we're gonna have a commune, no AJ's allowed, and we'll just ghost bust.
I literally during that was just thinking about how much I can't wait to go to Spirit Halloween so that I can buy some stuff for the rest of the year.
I know, right? All the stupid like stream knickknacks. Yeah.
The stream knickknacks. Yes, exactly.
Spirit Halloween.
All right, well, now that it's the end of the minisode and it's fucking summer, Jesus Christ.
Then
Alexa, when is the first day of fall?
In the United States, autumn begins on Wednesday, September 22nd.
You got
August,
almost 2 months.
22nd, whatever. Tomato, tomato. If you enjoyed this spooky content, please let us know. Prove AJ wrong.
September 22nd.
Just come on,
That's almost
get
2
my
months.
back, listeners.
You realize if it's
Have my
almost 2
back.
months,
Whose team are you
that means
on?
we're not even halfway through summer yet. You realize that, right? Because
I also hate summer. I can't.
we're not even halfway there because like everyone gets the fucking seasons all shifted. Like everyone thinks like December is winter when it's actually fall. You know, like it's like June is spring, but everyone treats it like
I'm thinking fall thoughts. Think fall thoughts.
you got 2 fucking months.
December is winter.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Winter doesn't start until like mid-December though.
Okay.
Alexa, when's the first day of
Fucking God.
winter?
So anyway, listeners, please have my back and Sam's back that it's always spooky season.
Yeah, December 21st is the first day of winter.
All right, then I'm calling it. I'm calling it. That's the end of the minisode because I can't stand this no more.
We will catch you guys for a full episode on Wednesday.
Please come back.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.